so today's video, it's another Dr. Meghan video. Let's applaud. Okay, so I got a request from somebody, I think it was on a blog TV or a while ago, to do a video on friends. So many things that I just wish people had told me, and just ways that I've dealt with things that I'm so proud of myself for dealing them that way, or that I realized that it's not the right way to deal with them and stuff like that. This video is on toxic friends. Toxic friends can mean anything from a friend that does something bad to you one time, says a mean thing, to friends that are complete negative influence over your entire life. I have been a victim of having a lot of toxic friends, and you don't let yourself get sucked in and poisoned by these toxic people. So, first off, friends who lie. It could either be a friend who's lying to you, who's lied to you, lies to other friends, or lies about tests, lies about cheating, lies to their parents, stuff that you're just not comfortable with. One of those people who, I cannot stand people who lie. I could never be in a relationship or be friends with somebody who felt that it was okay to continuously lie. It's one thing to lie to your parents when you're like 17 if you're off doing something stupid. Okay, fine, whatever. That's not my problem. But it is my problem if you're gonna lie to me. I do not respect people who lie. Friends who lie to you once will feel that it's okay to lie to you again. And they'll repeatedly lie to you, and you don't want to fall into the trap of just believing lies. If friends lie to you, you can't trust them. And if you can't trust a person, then they're not that good friend. I have people who I consider friends who I'm like, I don't trust you at all. So I don't tell you secret stuff about me, or I don't tell you stuff that I really don't want getting out. I don't tell stuff like that. I don't tell them anything stuff of substance. When they're like, what's up? I'm like, nothing much, school's hard. I'm not going to tell them the deepest, darkest secrets and woes of my life, because I know I can't trust them. But they're still good people. Some people just blab and blab and blab and blab. Friends who talk behind your back. You talk bad about me, you talk it to my face. I want to hear it. If you're going to talk bad about me, I don't want to hear you talk to somebody else. If you have an issue with me, bring it to me. Don't talk to so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so about it till it gets back to me. Till it's a game of telephone. How, oh my God, Brittany said you looked really fat in that pink shirt on Wednesday. Turns into, oh my God, I heard you slept with our teacher, Mr. Blah, gajig blah. How does that turn? Yeah, rumors get started when people talk behind each other's back. When girls are talking about you behind your back, it's because they're too scared to confront you to your face. Girls feed off of hating on other girls. It's a virus. When everyone hates on one girl, or hates on a group of girls or something, and they only hate talking behind their back, it's because they're intimidated. If they actually had some guts, they'd talk to you to your face. And if it's a legitimate issue, they'll talk to you to your face. Otherwise, they're just doing it to be cool and oh my God, gossip. Gossip Girl, whatever, which I love that show. It's one thing when girls are talking about you behind your back, if you don't know them, but it's something really different when a friend does it. If you respected me or cared about me as a friend, you would tell me if you had an issue to me. You wouldn't tell other people, because that makes you look petty and stupid. If you find out someone's talking about you behind your back, especially if it's a good friend, confront them. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't get your friend in trouble, or someone in trouble who told you this person was talking about you. Don't do that. That's just skeevy. Oh, somebody told me that you were talking smack about me, and if you have an issue with me, talk about it to my face, because you're really not getting anywhere by talking about it behind my back. Rumors, rumors, rumors. Friends who start rumors about you aren't your friend. Don't talk about people, even if they're your good friend, if you don't know something for a fact. And it's okay if they're getting out. If it's oh my God, so-and-so's going to Spain this summer. Oh my God, so-and-so's going to Spain this summer. Oh my God, that's not a rumor. That's not gossip. That's a fact. So-and-so hooked up with so-and-so last night, and they're really embarrassed about it. Rumor? Yes. You know that for a fact? Yes. Do you think that person would care if that was out? Yes. That's not fair. Do not do that to your friends. Do not do that to anybody. Spreading rumors is insecure people trying to get attention. And you look pathetic when it comes out that it's wrong information. No one wants that. What to do when a friend stabs you in the back? In this case, I'm not literally meaning you turn around and suddenly your friend, you got a butter knife in your back and your friend's there going, whoopsie, guilty. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying when a friend does something that is so low that it's not an annoyance by you, you're not frustrated, annoyed. You're flat out pissed. Stabbing a friend in the back could be spreading a rumor about them, lying about something, telling someone a really, really big secret about them that you told them in confidence, Guys are a very touchy subject with girls. If you're stabbed in the back by a friend, I don't think there's any excuses for it, and I don't think there's any room, no matter how much they apologize, I personally believe there is no way to fully forgive them because they lost your trust. And friendship's all about being able to trust somebody. I have a group of really, really good girlfriends, and I know for a fact not a single one of them would ever do any of these things to me. I've been a victim of having girls do these things to me who I thought were my friends. Through the time of me getting stabbed in the back by friends, rumors getting started about me, people talking about me behind my back, these were the same girls that never did that. Where all of these other friends were doing that, new friends came, did that, old friends did that. These are the group of girls have never done me wrong. And you guys need to surround yourself by people like that, people you can honestly trust. You want to be able to have friends who you can talk to about things, so you can be like, oh my god, I really want Chris to ask me to win our formal. And they don't want to be like, go up to Chris and be like, BT dubs, Megan wants you to ask her to win our formal, but she's super pathetic, so you shouldn't ask her. Like, do you want a friend like that? No, you want a friend who's like, oh my god, you guys would be so cute together. Do you want me to find out if he's asking anyone? That's the kind of friend you want. When you get stabbed in the back, you cut them loose. It's like, bye-bye. Boyfriends versus friends. No, there's that whole saying, like, bros before hoes. Like, excuse my language, but it's a saying. Hoes before bros. Okay? Girls, stay strong and stay with your girls and stick with them. Boys come and go, but true friends stay forever. Like, I know that sounds really lame, but it's true. Do not ditch your friends for a guy. Do not ditch your friends for a boyfriend. That is a huge issue. I know a lot of girls, you really want to spend time with a guy. You're just in a new relationship and you really like him and he's super, super awesome. Don't ditch your friends, because eventually you and that guy will break up, and then who are you going to hang out with? Nobody, because you'll have no friends. But you can hang out with friends and still have a boyfriend, because more than likely your boyfriend will have friends too, and his friends will thank you for not taking up all of his time. What happens when your friend hates your boyfriend? It depends on the friend. I had a friend who hated this guy I had a thing with. She hated him. She thought he was disgusting and stupid and lame. But I really liked the guy, and turns out she was right about him. He's a skeevy little D-bag. I think it really depends on whose opinion matters to you. For me, I only have a couple of friends whose opinion would make or break a relationship for me. It's different if one of the girls who you don't consider one of your best friend hates him. It's like, whatever, who cares what you think? You don't have to date him. I should reference Laguna Beach, because Laguna Beach has a lot of life lessons in it. Everybody hated Jason when him and Jessica dated. Everyone hated Jason all the time. Were they right about Jason? Yeah. Were her friends right that whole time? Yeah, they were. But then again, Kristen hated LC and Steven together. Well, Lauren doesn't give a rat's butt what Kristen thinks, so who cares? Okay? Do we understand now? If you not understand, go watch Laguna Beach. And the opposite of one of your friends hating your guy, one of them liking him. Yeah, awkward, right? Again, there's really, really no point in breaking up a friendship to get with a guy. I've done it before. I've had girls who liked a guy and I liked the same one, and the guy wanted me, and I was like, okay, bye, we're not friends anymore. Okay, why did I do that? Who knows? I was young and stupid. Did that thing end up working with that guy? No. Did I lose a friend? Yeah. I was being a toxic friend there. I didn't care about how my friend feels. I didn't care that she liked the same guy. I just saw the chance, like, oh my god, he likes me. I want him. So, but I learned from that and realized, hey, that was really stupid, Megan. And I was like, yeah, you know, Megan, that was pretty stupid. Shame on me for being a toxic friend. But I learned from that, and I would never do that again. Ever. Ever in 1,000 bajillion years. Getting in fights with friends, it sucks. I personally believe if you fight with a friend a lot, you're not supposed to be friends. It should be something that comes naturally, where you feel comfortable around your friends and you feel like you can be yourself and you can be carefree and just have a good time. I don't think if you're fighting with a friend that often that it's working out. It's not something that I feel like I have to constantly work at. I just feel like I have her there all the time and I can rely on her for anything and I can talk to her about anything, and that's what friends are supposed to be. If you have a friend like that and you get into a fight, apologize first. Even if you don't feel like you're in the wrong, just because I honestly believe if you care about somebody so much as a friend and you treasure their friendship so much, it doesn't matter who is right or wrong. You just want to stay friends. Sometimes you just have to be the bigger person and suck it up and be like, oh my god, I know I'm right, but whatever, I'm going to apologize because I love you too much to let this go. And that's fine. If you honestly cannot find yourself apologizing, being like, I am not in the wrong, and you guys keep fighting and you keep fighting and you keep disagreeing, honestly, you're not really supposed to be friends. So it doesn't have to be a whole like drama when you stop being friends with someone. That's fine. If you honestly feel like you don't want to be friends with this person anymore, or like they did something bad to you, or you're just feeling like you don't click with a friend, then don't try and force that kind of relationship, because friendships can be so hard. If you guys just don't share any of the same interests, you guys don't get along, and you're constantly just at each other's throats. You need to end that. So what happens when friends ditch you? They're crappy friends. That's all I have to say. If friends ditch you, then they're not the kind of people you want to stay friends with. I honestly think it's so weak to not confront people after if they ditch you. Confront them and be like, hey, so I see you don't want to be friends anymore, but could I at least get an explanation why? If one group of friends moves on from you and you're suddenly left in the dust and you're like, oh, well, hey, bye now. Find other friends. You'll be able to. Make friends. Just sit next to someone new in class. Stupid stuff that will get you friends. Just make small talk. Be nice and be yourself, because that's the thing. You want to be friends with people who like you for who you are and who don't want to change you. Peer pressure with friends. It's one thing to have peer pressure from a random guy at a party who's like, chug, chug, chug. And you're like, shut up. No. But it's different when it's your friends being like, you should totally do this. You should totally do this. If friends are trying really, really hard to pressure you into something, then they're not your good friends. I could never imagine trying to pressure someone into do something, or seeing one of my good friends try and pressure me into doing something. It's ridiculous. Friends should appreciate and tolerate, not even just tolerate, friends should accept your own interests and what you like to do as what you like to do. It's not means they have to do it. Doesn't mean you have to do whatever they want to do. I think that's so frustrating when people are like, oh my god, yeah, my friend like made me smoke. Well, then why are they your friend? If you didn't want to do that, why would they make you do that? You want to feel good when you're with your friends. You want to feel like you're the best you there is. You want to feel good about yourself and how you look and how you feel and just everything. Friends who can constantly bash you down and make you feel bad about yourself, again, not your friends. I had a friend who would complain about how fat she was all the time. She complained about how fat she was all the time because she knew I was twice the size of her and would make me feel horrible about myself. And she knew it, and she constantly did it, and I would tell her how bad it made me feel and ask her to stop, and she couldn't do it. She couldn't do it because it made her feel better when she would complain about her weight, and I'd be like, that's not fair. I'm like twice your size. And she'd be like, oh yeah. It's like some sort of reassurance that like, oh, at least I'm not as fat as you. Like, what? What is that? No. And it took me forever to get out of that toxic friendship, and it was because I felt horrible about myself. You should not be friends with people who make you feel like crap. You want to be happy when you're friends. You don't want to be depressed and sad and feel like snap all the time. Friends are there to make you feel good. Friends are there to tell you you're having a good hair day. Friends are there to tell you when there's spinach in your teeth. They're not there to make you feel fat, stupid, or worthless. That stuff makes me so mad. And if you're in a friendship like that, you confront them, continuously confront them. And if they don't change and be like, I'm sorry, I deserve better than this. Because you do. You deserve to be treated with respect. You don't deserve a crappy friend who makes you feel like crap. It's very hard. I limit my vocabulary a lot without swear words. I hope this helped you guys. And I really, really hope that you guys can be good friends and make good friends and say goodbye to those toxic friends. Toxic, I'm stepping under. Tell me below what video you want me to do next, and maybe you'll see it. I can't find my clicker. Where's the mouse? Oh, there's